I wouldn't be surprised if you need to NG Plus to be able to get to 450 achievements done, but I would expect you at least get to, like, in one playthrough, if you're doing a lot, probably get to, like, somewhere between 300 and 350 before you finish a normal playthrough, I guess. What a great responsibility. No one in... I'm not reading the messages in chat now. I don't want to know about, like, oh, I did this many achievements in my game and all that. I don't want to know any of that. I don't want to have any general idea of, like, ooh, well, if this person finished 400 when they were at the end of the game, and then I'm at, like, 320, I'm roughly that far away from, etc., etc. So I'm not going to look at chat for a minute. Greetings, Commander. Something to report? Well, the things to report aren't actually happening around this gate. Both shores of the Aramid River to the east are apparently crawling with bandits, fighting to protect the people. What a great responsibility. I hope I can help somehow.
That's concerning.
I didn't expect this would happen. I hope the people in Harem are alright. I quelled many a disturbance just like this back when I was with the Knights. And though the place in my title may be different, I still fight for the people. I hate you. I wish I could have killed you.
Okay.
Harem's my home turf. I'm not going to let those malcontents get away with this. I know there's nothing special about the place and it's kind of forgettable, but, well, we got really good fish. And the Bacchus, downright delicious. Yeah, I know I'm just going on about the food and drink. What, you got a problem with that? Whoop.
Got a sec?
It looks like more bandits have gathered and are headed here from the west, too. Maybe someone hired them or they caught wind of the commotion. Either way, we got a big old pain in the neck looming on the horizon. Story of my life, dude. Harem always makes me think of the insurrection of the Seven. Oh, you're not familiar with it? House Harem opposed the policies of Ioannis IX, the previous emperor. Ioannis IX subdued them, but then several key noble families, including House Iyer, banded together to wrest power from the emperor. House Harem is counted among the Seven, but they had already lost their influence at that point, and so Harem lived under Prime Minister Iyer's charge for a great while. I see. Very intriguing. Hello, Ladislava. You haven't been doing a lot lately. Professor Hahnemann left this post to me and went to protect the townsfolk. He said he would be the one to save the people. It was quite admirable, actually. I'm certain he can take care of himself, but I hope he regroups with us soon. I keep forgetting that Ash is even here. I'm worried about everyone in Harem. We need to get out there and help them as soon as we can. I know I don't deserve the title anymore, but a Knight of Fargus would never be so quick to abandon the townsfolk. Coming through. Alright, we are finally almost done talking to everyone.
Do you have
Many people in the villages and towns ahead are suffering because they got caught in the uproar. I must go and save them at once. I agree.
Absolutely.
You're right. It's up to people like us to help during times like these. Yes, I have more determination to fight now than when we were fighting against the other regions. Yo, Shamir, what's poppin'?
Got a minute?
What a mess. At least I know this isn't the church's doing. The Knights of Saros would usually be the ones fighting with everything they've got in this kind of situation. The Imperial Army, on the other hand, accepts full responsibility for protecting each and every one of their citizens. Now that I've cut ties with the Central Church, I can really appreciate them taking on such a burden. I'm grateful for it. Got like 5 more people. So close. Each chapter beginning is like a slog to get through now.
Excuse me.
After Hrim's defeat, they were placed under the former Duke Iyer's rule until his fall from grace. The entire time, the taxes levied upon the people were somewhat harsher than those in Iyer territory to the south. I've heard things are better now, but the residents have been aggrieved for many years. Differences like that can add up, you know? Maybe that's what's caused all this. Yeah, honestly, fair. Sounds like the previous Duke Iyer really screwed stuff up. I've kind of got a bad feeling about this. How do I describe it? It's like I sense darkness, or something like that. It's hard to put into words. I sense it as well. To be honest, I can sense it too, whatever it is.
Really?
Seriously? Huh, but you know I'm probably just imagining things. Darkness within darkness. Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness, is on his way. I am so tired, utterly exhausted. It wasn't just the long journey from the kingdom, we've also been fighting constantly. And the war is going to stretch on even longer because of this, right? All I can do is sigh, really. Need a temporary leave, dude? You can ask Edelgard to let you go back to Inbar for a while. I can't say that option's very appealing. My father will most certainly put me to work. How very rude of your father. One person here, which is Hubert, and then it's just Arval.
Right.
Ha! I knew this moment would come one day. I cannot claim to be completely prepared, but I have done all I can in our current circumstance. I will need a moment of your time before we depart. There is something I must tell you. Interesting. Okay.
Yes?
Something slithers among the shadows, and you, or should I say we, are suspected of being involved. I wonder what outcome would be most advantageous for you. I wonder indeed. All right. We've talked to everyone. He's done it. Still have a good chunk of money right now. Do I want to throw some of that into level ups? How are we looking level-wise on everyone? I mean, we blew through that last main mission, no problem. We have everyone set up to where we could just do some training here, although Mercedes is about to... She's definitely going to hit A rank with Yuritsa, and then we might want to switch her out for someone else. And then, honestly, I am really tempted to maybe try and make Lysithea into a Wyvern Lord. With a magic whatchamacallit. Is heavily tempting to make her our Wyvern character and give her the magic axe from Annette. Because she has 2 crests. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Is there anyone who is not a master class and needs to be a master class that I actively use? Yes, Balthus, you have been waiting for your Warmaster moment. Plus 6 strength, yes please. He's done it.
I'll do whatever, so long as I can still rumble.
Very pog. You're the trickster. Could go ahead and make Lysithea a Gremory to start getting points towards Gremory. That would probably... Because it's going to take a while to get her to where she could be a Wyvern Lord, because she's going to have to do a lot of training. And if I have her be a Gremory in the meantime, that would probably boost up her magic stat a lot while leveling up. Which would help even more when she becomes a Wyvern Lord. Honestly, very tempting. And I don't have an immediate use for anyone else to take a Master Seal, so I just might. I am going to want to do Sword Master, or Mortal Savant, rather, for Rogue soon, just to start getting class stuff from it once he's done with Azura. I think I'm going to do that. Let's have you become a Gremory. I did already unleash Balthus's thing. It was the first thing I did when we got into this chapter. Or did I even do it last chapter? I don't remember. It was one of the first things I did today. Alright, you become a Gremory. And then I'm also going to go ahead... Oh, I already got you the fighter thing mastered, which is Pog. Let's go ahead and unlock Brigands. Yeah, I knew I did it today. I couldn't remember if I did it before that chapter with Annette or after.
No matter the path,
but it's fun.
I'll forge ahead.
No matter the path, I'll forge ahead. Alright, so then we'll train you as that. Byleth does need a Master Seal at some point, but I can go buy a Master Seal, so it's fine. Because she's still working on Sword Master anyway. We'll get Enlightened 1 soon.
Can't wait to see how you do.
Let's do our dishes and get our boosts for this chapter, because we got a big chapter ahead of us. Somewhat reduced, Awakening Gauge feels somewhat faster is pretty good. Go ahead and give me that. Lysithea and... Oh, you guys already got to A rank, Pog. Lysithea and Mercedes, why not? I don't think they have supports between each other, but whatever. This is mostly about me getting support. So since I'm gonna have Lysithea become the Wyvern class,
solid.
Mercedes, if I ever want to use her, she's basically like the bishop.
Tell you were trying to make something
But then
that
she'd
would
become a
appeal to
Gremory anyway.
child. But I suppose that's okay once in a while. I need it again.
Oh, I love this. Thank you very much.
We're probably just not going to use Mercedes. Much at all.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
It is the true enemy, dude. You right, you right. Weapon durability loss greatly reduced? Very pog. We need points with Bernadetta. Bernadetta and Happy have supports with each other. This would get us B rank with Shamir. We're about to get B rank with Byleth as well. Let's get Bernadetta's points up with... Well, no, this is more about who I get points with. So me, Bernadetta, and then Shamir. Very good, very good. Then we want to do at least one more dish.
Solid.
Something that affects the warrior bar.
This is the best! Let's eat!
Someone knows my weakness. Thanks.
Easy.
Come back whenever you're
All right, we did not have a conversation with Shamir at B, which is fine. And then... somewhat faster. That seems good. We have a lot of these things. Byleth, Hubert? Yeah. Gonna have a conversation with Byleth here, I think. Let's go. Aw.
Yeah,
Rip.
This is one of my favorites. Thank you.
I see someone has been digging into my culinary preferences. Well, who am I to say no?
This is such a colorful dish to be Hubert's favorite.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
All right. I believe this is our first actual support conversation with Byleth. If I am not mistaken. Let's get it.
You ready for this?
Come at me. No hesitation. You actually managed to dodge that.
Not sure dodge is the word I'd use. I just let my power loose without even thinking. Guess I'm still no match for you.
Give yourself a little credit. It took everything I had to keep up. If you could avoid an attack like that, then you're easily on par with me.
But you barely even used your power. You know, the one that throws off your enemy's perception or whatever. I wouldn't have stood a chance if you hit me with that.
So you've noticed it.
How could I not? We've fought about 1,000,000 times by now. Your power's not exactly visible, so it's definitely tougher to catch on to than mine. But I've experienced your kind of beatdown firsthand, so I'm painfully aware of the damage you can inflict.
Sorry about that. I couldn't afford to pull any punches back then.
It's fine. Water under the bridge. So, have you had your power for long? Where'd you learn it? I was kinda wondering if I could pick it up myself.
I only became aware of it when I was fighting hard against you. But I don't think it's something a person can learn.
My Merc whistle says otherwise.
Even I barely understand how it works.
Right, gotcha. Sounds like we're in the same boat then.
Yes, just two strange people with even stranger powers. And I'm not only talking about your sword.
Hmm?
Do you ever feel like there's some sort of mysterious presence within you?
Oh,
It's just that sometimes it's hard to tell what you're thinking. Like you get distracted by something from time to time. Almost like you're talking to someone else. Inside your head.
are you asking because that's what happens to you?
No, it was just something I noticed. I simply thought I'd ask.
If you say so.
I think it's something that happens to her. Yo, Nero, what's up? Yeah, Byleth has like an actual character in this game. It's way better than how they did her / him in Three Houses. All right, now we need to use up some of these training points. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
Training can be the difference between victory and
Who,
defeat.
is there anyone else that Lysithea can get supports with Hubert? Just Hubert is the only other option? Byleth, but no actual conversations. And then more with Rogue. Let's switch you and Hubert around. Who was Hubert with? Was with Happy, getting points with Happy. You guys are already maxed out on supports. Happy can get more with Bernadetta, and Bernadetta hasn't been training at all, so let's just take out Ferdinand for now. And do that instead. And... I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we really need Mercedes to be training anymore, because I don't think I'm gonna use her. I'm gonna use Lysithea. I guess we could just take out Yuritsa entirely, to be honest. Anyone else that Ferdinand can get some points with? Because I want Ferdinand to do training. Caspar could get some with Caspar. I do like Caspar. If we could get him to finish Warmaster and then train up some other stuff, that would be Pog. He also has points with Ferdinand. Okay, yeah, let's put Caspar here then. Let's do this. A little bit of a switch around. Begin training.
You've come a long way.
Let's at least...
We'll do it like this.
Well, at least no one was hurt.
Not a great training round. Not the best it could have been. Your reason level 3 is Pog. Hubert and Lysithea got to see. Good for them. Keep it going, lads.
We did well.
Still feel like I should have made Hubert Ferdinand a Holy Knight instead. No perfects, huh? Come on, game. Cut me some slack here. Bernadette and Happy got to see. Pog. Or got to be, rather.
Acceptable, I suppose.
Alright, we got a couple of perfects there. That's better. Really just want Byleth to get the perfects more than anything else. Need her to be able to get to her master class. She's the only character we're using that isn't there, really.
I'm happy.
Geralt getting dressed up in all of his giant armor for a practice session. That's not too bad. Would Geralt just get there for Holy Knight? Swordbreaker and Light Strike. Those sound Pog. Do one more. We'll hold on to 2 training points for now.
Acceptable, I suppose.
Alright, there are a couple of perfects. Didn't get them on Byleth, which sucks, but whatever. Not too bad.
Time to work with proper training.
I figured we'd probably have a support conversation or two after that. Who have we got? Edelgard and Petra. Interesting. And Geralt and Byleth. Alright, Geralt and Byleth first. Oh, they're almost maxed out already.